Hello guys, today I want to present to you a free ebook called A Little Bit of Laravel. And I found out from Twitter, so one of the authors, there are two co-authors, Joel and Aaron. So Joel tweeted about his 17 short Laravel tips compiled in an ebook for free on Gumroad, and you can download it as PDF as I did here. And in this video I will show you 3 tips out of those 17. If you want more, you can check out full ebook. And also I will mention other work by Joel and his colleague Aaron that you may be interested in. I kind of started enjoying to promote or to share the work from Laravel colleagues, from Laravel community. If I see something interesting, like I did with Christoph's course on PHP Storm or other tools from the community, I'm not affiliated, I'm not getting paid for that. I just want to share good work from the community. So a little bit of Laravel. This is the table of contents. You can maybe see that in a small font, and every tip is a few pages, so 1 page or 2 pages of small font text with a few examples. Let's take a look at 3 tips that I've chosen for this video. Tip number 1 is quickly and easily reject the most common passwords like 12345 or admin or something like that. And every tip in this book is powered by some text which you can read or not, and then a few examples. So step 1, search top 25 passwords. So you get the passwords that are the most common ones, and then you put them into array, something like this. So you create a validation rule, custom validation rule, and then you check if that password is in array or not in array. And if it is in that array, then you return the validation error with reject common password, which may be translatable if you wish, or just plain text. And then you use that password rule along with your other password rules if you wish to do that in array like this, and add that rule as a custom class in the array of rules. Or you can use the latest addition to Laravel framework, which is password class with a lot of validation stuff. I have a separate video on that one actually. I will link in the description below. So basically you add your own custom rule with common passwords and add that to the validation array. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is about create method in Eloquent, and this is a question I get quite often. If I have more complicated logic of Eloquent create or Eloquent something, where do I put this code? Should it be a service? Should it be some kind of separate class to do more complicated create? In this case, Joel and Aaron suggest that we can expand the method itself in Eloquent model. So we have car create example, like a simple example, but what if it's more complicated like this one? So you have some logic of like filtering something, and then the result of that logic comes to that car create Eloquent statement. So this is quite long then. Why don't we create a separate method, but we don't need to create a service for that. You can do that in Eloquent model. So create a method, also static method, create with some logic, like create from trade-in with some parameters and do whatever you want inside, and then inside of that call static create. Static refers to the same Eloquent model. And in this case, you avoid overcomplication to create a separate service with one method. And also it's really easy to call from your controller or from wherever you want. Of course, it's just one way of doing that, but there's nothing wrong in creating more specific methods in your Eloquent model related to creating the object. And tip number 3 I wanted to mention, it's not actually about Laravel, but it's about Composer, and you can use that in any PHP project with Composer. You can create Composer scripts. So one part of the Composer JSON file is called scripts, and then you can define whatever scripts you have. So this is a script name, and then inside you can launch as many commands as you wish. In this case it's one command, but you can put comma here and add one more command, and then whenever you type composer tests, so composer this name in your terminal, it will execute the commands here. And there are no more examples in this particular ebook, but I've googled a few more. So this is an example not from Laravel at all, it's from Zend Expressive, but it's also PHP. So if you have some checks or fixes or test runs or something, you can define them as composer scripts and then run composer check or composer test or something like that. So these are 3 tips out of 17 in this book. You can get the book. I will link that in the description of this video. To get the book, you need to put the email here The price is 0, so you can leave it as 0, but you can donate something to the authors. Or at the end of this book, they advertise another book. So if we scroll down, 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 you have 15% off there another book from the same authors, which is about Laravel validation. So there is a book called Mastering Laravel Validation Rules from the same authors. Again, I'm not affiliated, I'm not getting paid for that, it's just a deal that I saw. And finally, kind of a business tip for those of you who want to create your own products like ebooks or packages or software. This is pretty common thing, how to advertise your premium product. So it's not a secret what Aaron and Joel did here. They spent time to release a free ebook to provide useful information and to get the attention from the community, which they did. Their tweet was retweeted by myself, by Taylor Otwell himself, and by others. And they give away the information for free in order to promote their paid product. And that's a pretty common scenario, and you know what? It actually works. So if you have a plan to write an ebook and sell that, or write a package, create a package or software, and if you just release by being nobody, unknown in the community, you don't have the trust from the community. But if you release something for free, like a blog, a YouTube channel in my case. So what works for me is YouTube channel now, but I've been blogging about Laravel for like 5 years or so. And now when someone sees some new release from me, some new course or something, they think, oh, this guy, Povilas, I've seen him somewhere a few times. Okay, he should be trusted. So same can happen to Joel and Aaron now. They're active in the community. Not only with that ebook, they have a podcast called No Compromises, which I also recommend, and I will link that in the description below. So if you want to sell your software, be a part of the community, active part of the community in whatever form you wish. It may be tweets, it may be YouTube channel, it may be blog, it may be ebooks, whatever you want. Another classic example of that is Adam Wathan with his Tailwind. And before Tailwind, he created a course on TDD and a lot of stuff. So he was just sharing the knowledge, and then out of a sudden he earned $1 million or whatever with his paid products, and it looked like an overnight success, but it actually was like 5 years in the making. So my advice to you, if you want to create your own products and sell them, start sharing the content now, sharing your advice, gain the trust from the community, and then you will have a bigger chance of success with your paid and premium products. That's it for this video. Again, check out the book, which is called, again, A Little Bit of Laravel. And if you want to support me on this channel, you can check out my products with my team, 3 products that you can see on the screen. Again, what works for me is I share a lot of information for free on this YouTube channel. And those of you who are interested in more, you can check out something from my premium stuff. Thank you for doing that, and see you guys in other videos.